Bear Plaza, where you got the Comets traveling to take on the Polar Bears. And it's a snowy one here in this one, as the Comets were only able to get a safety as points for points on the board in last week's matchup against this team at home. It just wasn't really a good showing for them from the jump. As soon as Jackson Sultan returned a kick return off rip at the beginning of the game, it just was not the outcome you wanted if you were a Comets fan. But if you're a Polar Bears fan, then you were loving everything that you saw in that one. And in this one, when you're at home, it's a snowy one. You're facing a division matchup here. You're undefeated. You're playing a team that has not won a game yet. You're interested to see what could happen. And usually when it's games like that dangerous things happen. When you have a team that has nothing to lose versus playing a team that has everything to lose, that's when things get a little tricky. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out here at the Polar Bear Plaza. But the Polar Bears are going to start off with the ball here in this one. Guess we'll see if Guess we'll see if Jackson Sultan can start off with another. No, he can't. Couldn't even get the words out before he got tackled. Wow, just like that, a huge play to Mr. Big, off rip, 32 yards, first play on offense. Just like that, it looks like Drew Davis is going to be slinging it in this one. And just like that, Micah Pope's in the end zone for a receiving touchdown. And again, trying to establish himself as the best receiving back in the league. And they go for two, and Micah Pope says, "Give it to me." We got an 8-0 lead early here for the Polar Bears. Comets are now on offense. See what they can get done. Wow. Throw over the middle there to Bob Dunnick. Interception by Apollo Pickington. Wow. Wow. And it's a pick six. And Bob Dunnick picks up 16 there. And right now it's a 15-3 lead here by the Polar Bears. And they're going to be right back on offense. Ooh, a deep one to Mr. Big there. Pays off, though, because it gets 28. And Mr. Big is now over 100 yards in just his first quarter and has a touchdown now. Man, that guy's good. And we got us a punt. Dang, Micah Pope is good. He's in the end zone again. And they're scoring quick. I mean, crazy quick. It's already 28-3 and this game just got started, it felt like. Ah, but they can't get the 2-point conversion. Ooh, a Buffalo Pickington is dangerous. And just like that, it's 4th and 10. And Mr. Clout's in the end zone. Wow. Polar Bears offense is not playing around today, that's for sure. Is he in? Oh, he didn't get in. It's 34-3 here. We got 1:20 left to go in the half. Gina McFly's trying to take that one to the outside. And it goes nowhere. We got a first down here for the Comets. This will be the last play, it looks like, of the first. Nope. I was wrong. This will be the last play of the first half. And they're going to try and kick a field goal here. And there's no way that's good. Oh, and it is. Wow. Well, look at that. 44-yarder. And they got 6 points now. What's wild is Drew Davis has almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And it's only halftime right now. With a score 34-6 right now, Polar Bears are dominating this game in every aspect possible. But the Comets will get ball back, or will get ball to start the third quarter, so maybe they could try to get something going here. Who knows, though? That's why we play the game, though. You know, it's hard for a team to win that has yet to get a third down all game. Just gonna throw that one out there. It's very hard to win if you haven't gotten a third down. or haven't converted on third down. What's funny is Mr. 44, David De La Cruz there, was in great position to make a tackle on Sultan, but was like, you know what, let me just switch teams real quick, and decided to help him block. But it looks like he's back playing for the Comets now because he decided to pick up a little defense there. Ooh, 3rd and 1. Ooh, Micah Pope. Micah Pope. 62 yards. Took about 3. Get off me. And a touchdown. Wow, that was exciting. Fumble! And it's picked up by Moses. Dang, Moses just ran in for a scoop and scored. That was perfect right there for the Polar Bears. Just about everything possible that could go wrong right now for the Comets is literally going wrong. Everything you don't want to happen has happened right now. Fumble, interception, can't convert on third down, can't get in the end zone, no running, no passing. It's literally the only thing right now the Comets can rely on is that kicker. Ooh! And down goes Xavier. Dang. Hex Holy Cross coming in with a big tackle to make it 3rd and 8. And it looks like we get to see a punt of 27 yards. Wow. All right, all right. And Micah Pope. Are we going to get a touchdown here from the Comets? Hey, touchdown! It's a McBot, but it don't matter. It's a touchdown for the Comets. We ain't seen a touchdown from the Comets in weeks. Wow. And of course they got to go for two, but I mean, they made it difficult, but Geno McFly gets the 2-point conversion. Dang. They're starting this drive out of their own end zone, and it was almost just a safety. And it's going to be a 58-14 win for the Comet. Got y'all. For the Polar Bears. Wow. You know, I don't know if I saw this one coming. I don't know if I saw the Polar Bears winning this one. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. Polar Bears are undefeated. They're now 6-0 on the season. The only team with an undefeated record right now. Micah Pope was a dog today. Most definitely player of the game. Showing you why he's probably the best receiving back in the league right now. I mean, dude is a workhorse. Look at that. 4 touchdowns. Only on 8 rushes. Technically 9 total touches. You're telling me 4 out of his 9 touches went for a touchdown. This dude is so efficient with what he gets. Imagine if he got like 20, 25 touches like sometimes Melly Perez or Herb Collins or Tristan Moore gets. Man, Micah Pope is dangerous. Gino McFly with over 100 yards off 20 touches. Wow. Wasn't able to get in the end zone though, but still. Defensively for the Comets, outside of Chad with the 5 tackles, not much really happened there. The McBot with 2 field goals. Especially one for 44 yards is wild. Drew Davis, though, almost 300 yards passing at half with 3 touchdowns and finished the game with 350 and 3 touchdowns. Only 3 incompletions. Micah Pope, though. Micah Pope, man. Mr. Big, Greg Olsen with over 100 yards. Touchdowns by Clout and Mr. Big. Paulo Pickington was able to have that pick 6. Moses had a scoop and score. Defense was out of its mind today. Hex Holy Cross was 7 tackles. I'm telling you, Polar Bears defense was out of its mind today. Why? Beats me, because I have no idea. But let me tell you, the Polar Bears they came to play. They showed up, and they were hungry for that 6-0. And let me tell you, they got it. They're trying to go undefeated all season long. But that'll do it for this first game of Week 6 of the CWSFL. This was an exciting one. You had the Polar Bears winning this thing 58-14 over the Comets at home. Home field advantage has been a very weird thing this year unless you're in game of the week. So it was pretty good to see the home team just dominate this one to show that, hey, home field advantage is still a very, very real thing. But this was a whole lot of fun. We got a good one coming up next, and the Lancers taking on the Stags. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. It's coming up soon on the other channel. You might have to flip over to it. Don't want to miss that intro. But this was a lot of fun. We appreciate y'all watching this one if you are going to check out here. But if not, stay tuned, and that next game will be coming up shortly. And until then, we'll see you there. And we're here with Game 2 of Week 6 of the CWSFL. We got the Vancouver Lancers hosting the Houston Stags. It's a beautiful day for some football. It's nice and sunny out, 79 degrees. Way better than that game we just watched with all that snow. Just kidding, that was a great game. But it's a beautiful day for some football here in Vancouver. And this is a good one. The last time these two teams faced off last week in Houston really beat themselves. It wasn't so much as just a really dominant performance by the Lancers, but more of just a beat down on the Stags by the Stags. It was turnovers and just some sloppy play that cost them to lose that game. But they're hoping that they can put that behind them. They can come on the road here today, come into Vancouver, and get a win in their first one on the season. The Lancers are on a 2-game win streak. They're feeling great right now about themselves. They think that it's their time. It thinks they finally got over their hump, and the Lancers are feeling like they got a shot here. But the Stags are trying to end all that. They think if they can play mistake-free football, then they can get out of here. Ooh, when you got AJ Carter boosted, it's going to be tough. But they think if they can play mistake-free football, then they can get out of here with a win. Will they, though? That's going to be a tough one, because this is going to be a good game, and it's going to be one that's down to the wire. It's going to be one that a lot of people are gonna have eyes on to see what happens here, because if the Lancers lose this and they fall to 2-4, it maybe AJ Carter is actually on the hot seat like some people are thinking. But then if the Stags win this, they get their first win of the season, and maybe they could build some momentum to try to feed off of that. But the Lancers start off on offense first, so we'll get to see what can happen here. Ooh, as Bigger Dishwasher evades one, gets brought down by the second, but not after picking up 8 yards. Wow, Bigger Dishwasher is on the move so far in this one. 4 for 48 already off this first opening drive. Bigger Dishwasher is moving. Dang, Vancouver's already scored. They're going for 2, and they don't get it. But the point is, they already scored on the opening drive. They didn't have a problem moving the ball. Bigger Dishwasher looked great. Johnny Mutton Chop says it don't matter who Bigger Dishwasher is, because whatever you can do, I can do better. Picks up 65 on his first run of the day. Give it back to him, please. And they don't do it instead. They give it to Adam Dripko, who's in the end zone. 10 yards. 2 plays, two plays. And they in the end zone for the first score of the game. I bet I said 2 plays, 2 scores. No. 2 plays, 1 score. And they had the lead here, 7-6, off rip with 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Man, this is exciting. You gotta feel, if you're a Lancers fan and you're here watching this one, that you picked a great game to come to and see live, because man, we got a good one right now on our hands. Bigger Dishwasher. Jason Berzee Jr. Oh, Jr. With a big play right there, and the Lancers are again moving the ball. Ooh, give it over to John Cobb. Dang. Bigger dishwasher just looked like Clyde Edwards-Helaire running right there. If he would have hit that hole, he would have been in the end zone. Probably still be running right now. Wow. The Stags had a defender flying in right there to make a tackle for loss. Whiffs on the tackle. Bigger dishwasher takes it for 10 and a first down. And now they're first and goal. And you got to give it. Oh, I was going to say give it right back to him. But instead they run a screen to bigger. I about said bigger dishwasher. They run a screen to Ben Block. And he's in the end zone for the second score of the day for the Lancers. And now they're going to go for 2 here to try and tie this thing up. And, ooh, the little fella goes up and gets it over the defender. And that was a dot by A.J. Carter. And now they're up by 7. Third and 10. Ooh. Steve Yandi picks up 11 right there on a huge 3rd and 10. Sack. Ooh, Mark Jacks. Maurice Jacks. Johnny Mutton Chops is almost at 100 yards rushing off of 2 carries. Man, if they don't start giving him some more touches. Playing against his former team, you know, Mutton Chops is one of those running backs that only gets better the more he gets hit, the more he plays, the longer in the game goes, the better Mutton Chops gets. Yeah, Mutton Chops don't play around, I tell you that. Mutton Chops does not play around. There he is, Johnny Mutton Chops, in the end zone off a 25-yard run. John Cobb, Vancouver calls timeout. Minute 24 remaining it before the half. Ooh. Down goes Richardson for a 3-yard loss. And let me tell you, CJ Richardson literally has negative rushing yards in his career. I don't know if that's just the Lancers hate him or if he's just that bad of a rusher. What a run by Bigger Dishwasher. 12 for 133 right now. Gertrude with the big stop on that 2-point conversion. Yeah, and you're not going to get a return if you got Greg Johnson kicking it. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that. You ain't getting a return if you got Greg Johnson kicking it. Ah, that's tough. There was literally nothing but green grass ahead right there and couldn't connect. Literally nothing but green grass ahead. Woo! Otto Jarepko. Ooh, 3 seconds remaining. I don't think we'll get another play before that. Oh, wow, we do. And they're going to go for a field goal here. Keep in mind, they do get ball to start the... Man, I thought he shanked it. It's good, though, but I thought it was going to be a shank when I first saw it. Until we got that second angle, I thought it was going to be a disaster right there. Sheesh. Your running backs are dominating this one right now. This is an insane game. It's 20-17 right now. Both quarterbacks have only one incompletion. Oh, man, this is a good one right now. It's 20-17. Your home team, your Vancouver Lancers, currently lead this thing. The Stags are getting the ball to start the third quarter, and everyone knows some of your most important parts of the game is the final 2 minutes and the first 2 minutes at halftime. What you do in the final 2 minutes before half and the first 2 minutes after half can decide a game like no other. And the Sags were able to get 3 points in that final 2 minutes. If they can try to find a way to score in this first 2 minutes, they put themselves in a great position to be in control of this game. Dang, Johnny Mutton Chops is nasty. 7 for 175 and a touchdown. Bro, these running backs are going insane today. Dang. Johnny Mutton Chops is nasty. I'm telling you, nasty. There it is, Cam Jones. Give him a touchdown on his third catch of the day. And the Stags have the lead. And what did I tell you? That final 2 minutes before half and the first 2 minutes after half is so important for putting yourself in control over a game. That middle four is dangerous for a team. And the Stags capitalized on it because now they have a 4-point lead. Not only can the Lancers take the lead here with a touchdown, but it's one of those situations where they can't just take a field goal and it be tied or they have the lead. If they want to, I thought that was going to be intercepted, but instead it's just jarred free off the hit by Jaden Harrison. There he is. Jason Brzee. Give him 28. These wide receiver runs, just CJ Richardson, it's just brutal. And Big Tyree comes in with a huge stop on third down. Looks like they're going to have to settle with a field goal here by Greg Johnson. It's a 1-point game here. We got a minute left in the third. Ooh, Steve Yondy. Steve Yondy's off to the races. Ooh, give him 62 on that one. 2 receptions for 73 yards now. Ooh, wee, the rookie's dangerous. He's nice in that wide receiver 2 role right now. Very bright future in the league. I'm not sure that one was worth catching, Mr. Jones. But it is always good, though, to try to have your quarterback's back. He throws it to you, and you make a diving catch. Ooh. Otto Jerebko got lit up by Emery Phelps. Wow, Otto Jerebko is in there for a touchdown. And they're going to try to extend this thing to 8. And they're going for 2. And they don't even come close. It's a 7-point game. That might be one that comes back and hurts them right there. In a game like close like this, you can't chase points like that. You got to take what you're given. Whew. No way. I thought John Cobb was gonna catch that deflection and run it in for a touchdown. Screen. Brings up 3rd and 4. Oh, Benluck's gone. Benluck is gone right there. That's touchdown Benluck. 51 yards right there. 2nd touchdown of the day. And they're going for a chance to tie this up. And they're going for 2. And again, they choose the worst play in their entire playbook. And that is a wide receiver run with C.J. Richardson. And of course, now they're down 1. Horrible, horrible play calling right there. Dang, Steve Yondy with a 71-yard catch. Give him 3 for 144 today. Johnny Mutton Chops in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Now has 9 attempts, 222 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Something about Johnny Mutton Chops in that number 2. Ooh, just tried to run it on the outside and just way too many green jerseys over there. Probably should have called an audible and maybe checked into a pass or maybe tried to run it up the middle instead. It looked like the Lancers knew that one was coming. We're now down to 3 minutes remaining. 7-point game. The worst play call in the history of Vancouver is called and results in, what is that? A 2-yard loss. Could have told you. It's almost like, I'm not mic'd up right now and they can't hear me. 3rd and 12. It'd be a shame if a 3-touchdown game by A.J. Carter gets wasted because of these horrible, horrible wide receiver screens. Or wide receiver runs. Screens have worked out actually pretty well for Ben Blanc. Yep, that's not what we wanted. Big zone. We got about 1:20 remaining. What are we going to see here from the Lancers? Are they going to rally? Nope, nope, nope. Johnny Mutton Chop says, give me the 3rd touchdown of the day. That's just insane right there. Johnny Mutton Chops is doing... Wow. And just like that, this game has gotten away from the Lancers. Once in control of this thing for a whole 2 quarters. Went to the locker room. I don't know if they celebrated a little too early. They felt too good. Got a little too big for their britches. I don't know what happened to the Lancers, but let me tell you, this game has gotten away from them. And their 2-game winning streak right now, it's hanging on a very, very, very short leash. And that one's to C.J. Richardson. See, this is what happens when you don't give him wide receiver runs. You actually allow him to run routes and get open. And you throw to him. This is why you don't use him for runs. You use him in the pass game like he's meant to do. He's dangerous in the slot. Now stop running it with him. John Cobb, 6 yards into the end zone. The Lancers are trying to make a late push here. Is it just going to be too little too late? Who knows? 31 seconds left. I think so. They're going to try to go for 2 here. Not even close. That's just, wow. I feel you, A.J. Carter. You go from playing in the playoffs every year to heartbreak every other week. Look at that little ref standing there. And he's probably thinking, who's calling these plays for Vancouver? You got to think the Stags will just kind of run the clock out here. No way. Johnny Muttonchops just rushes for 50 yards to end the game. Get him 331 yards on the day now. 3 touchdowns. Johnny Muttonchops just could be either leading the league in rushing now or at least top 2 or 3. And let me tell you, Johnny Muttonchops is making a huge case for running back of the year right now. Because the Stags just got their first win of the season. Houston's going insane right now. Couches is on fire. They're getting thrown off the balcony. Cars are being flipped. Johnny Muttonchop's jersey, I think, just got sold out at Fanatics. Wow. 331 yards off 13 rushes, 3 touchdowns. Somebody go find Tim, give him a raise. That's for sure. Because the Stags just got their first win of the season, coming in on the road to Vancouver and winning this thing 43-35. Stopping their 2-game win streak. And Tatum Washington had 3 touchdowns. Johnny Muttonchops had 3 touchdowns. Otto Jerebko got 2. Jones got 1. Man, this was an exciting one. Steve Biondi didn't get in the end zone, but he had 144 receiving yards off 3 touches. Sheesh. This was a beauty of a performance by Houston. And what did I tell you? It's one of those where if they can come in and play mistake-free football, minimize the turnovers, look what happened. This is probably their most complete game they've played all season. And the offense has been there all year, but the defense hasn't. And when the defense showed up like it did today, wow. Oops. Wow. And it's tough because Bigger Dishwasher was 15 for 153 and a touchdown. A.J. Carter threw for 4. Benblock caught 2. Cobb caught 1. Richardson caught 1. It's tough if you're a Vancouver fan right now. You thought the momentum was finally going your way. You're on a 2-game win streak. You thought things was finally starting to look good. You could maybe try to make a late season playoff push, and instead you come out here and you give the Stags their first win of the season. But this was literally an insane game. Houston comes in on the road, in Vancouver, wins this thing 43-35, just like the Lancers last week came into Houston on the road to win this thing. Both teams defeat each other on their home fields in back-to-back weeks. Stags move now to 1-5 on the season. The Lancers now fall to 2-4. And this was a beauty for the second game of the Week 6 CWSFL Season 7. This was exciting. This was a good one. We appreciate y'all watching this. If y'all are just going to check out here. But just so y'all know, we got two amazing games coming up here shortly. It's going to be a lot of fun this evening. But we got the Pandas hosting the Pegasi coming up next. If you want, pregame should be going on if you want to flip on over to that channel. But if not, this was a good one. And we appreciate y'all watching. And we'll catch y'all at the next game here in a few. Until then, we'll see y'all over there. And we're live from Bamboo Forest. We have a division matchup in the East today. It's a beautiful day for some football. We've had a snowy one in the first game. We had a nice cool little warm temperature in the last one. Now we got us a nice 80 degrees here in Bangkok as the Pegasi are welcomed in to Bamboo Forest, where we get to see a wonderful matchup of Melly Perez versus Herb Collins, two of possibly the best running backs in the past 2-3 seasons, facing off here in this one. And this is one where the Pegasi are coming off a tough loss last week to the Pharaohs, and they're looking to try to bounce back and try to get things going back on the right track here. While the Pandas came off a really good, strong win against the Hellhounds last week, giving them their first loss of the season, and they're looking to continue that momentum here and that win streak since that week 1 opening loss to the Polar Bears. This is going to be a good one here today, though, as the Pegasi are taking on the Pandas in your Week 6, Season 7 of the CWSFL. This is our third game of the day, as we had a great one in the Polar Bears and the Comets in Game 1 and the Lancers and Stags in Game 2. If you missed both of those, man, the Polar Bears won that, no surprise. But the Stags went into Vancouver and got their first win of the season in that one. And now, we got the Pegasi trying to upset the Pandas here. Will it be able to happen on the likes of Melly Perez? Maybe. It's one we're gonna have to watch and find out, because you know what? That's why we play the game, baby. That's why we play the game. And it looks like the Pandas are gonna start off with the ball first. And Tina's gonna get a return here. Gets about 26 on that one. We get to see Jay Money and the Pandas offense coming out first in this one. Starting off with a throw to Trayvon Wright of a gain of 7 is going to bring up 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Wow, that was a strike across field to Dante Green. That was great pass protection by the Pandas offensive line. Jay Money has great pocket awareness right there. Holds the ball with 2 hands strong. Moves around in the pocket. Is able to move over to the right side of the field. And then throws a strike all the way across field to the left sideline, which is a strike and caught by Dante Green in a huge game. But right there, Jamari Woods comes up with a big deflection. And it's 2nd and 10. And they're sending the heat. Ooh, and that one's caught by Trayvon Wright, but did they even get a yard? Wow, they give him 3 on that? Dang. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. First third down here in the game. On the first drive of the game. Ooh, sack! Mike MacGyver coming in with an 8-yard loss right there. And it's going to bring up a 4th down off rip to start this one. And we're going to see a field goal on a 4th and 15 to start the game here for the Pandas. And that is through the uprights and good, as that is a 51-yard kick. And the Pegasi now are going to start off on offense. We get to see good old Melly Perez, one of the best players in the history of the CWSFL, come out on offense. They're going to hand that one to the tight end and get about 3. Ooh, give that to Melly Perez. Gets 4 on that one as he breaks off one tackle, but is not able to shake off that gang of Pandas right there that are able to bring him down. Ooh, Jeremy Krause coming in with a 5-yard loss and a huge hit right there on Melly Perez, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And the Pegasi are going to have to punt here early on their first drive of the game with 2:22 remaining in the first. And Tina's back to receive this one and gets nowhere, as it looks like Dick Marco was there for the stop. Intercepted! Just like that, it was tipped in the air and intercepted. And I thought Melly Perez was in right there, but that is a 38-yard run right there by Melly Perez. And it's 1st and goal Pegasi as they look to try to capitalize off that turnover by J Money. And they do. Just like that, Pegasi have the lead here in this one. And it's 7-3, and the Pegasi got the lead with 1:29 and left in the first. That interception really turned out to be a good one for the Pegasi, as the tip drill is always a good one. Pandas are going to have to shake that interception off and try to come out and get something going here, as they hand it off up the middle to Herb Collins as he picks up 7. Oh, over the middle there to Jamar Chase, and it is knocked free, as it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And that is another strike to Dante Green for 32 yards. Looks like Jay Money just had to go through his progressions on that one. Started off on the left side of the field, worked his way all the way back to the right, and that's when he found Dante Green. Sack by Jonathan Lindell Kirk. 9-yard loss right there. This Pegasi's defensive line right now is showing up. They're coming to play as it is 2nd and 19. Their second sack of the game so far. They're just the Pandas O-line is just not able to hold up right now against this Pegasi's front 4. This is going to bring up 3rd and 7 as they get a completion there to Herb Collins. Gets that one again to not to Dante Green, to Flandy Floss, the tight end for 19. And that'll do it for the first quarter, as the Pegasi lead it through 1, 7-3. And they're going to get that to Trayvon Wright for a gain of 13. And it's going to be a 1st and goal Pandas. And just like that, they get it to Herb Collins for 8 and a touchdown. And the Pandas are back with the lead. And it's up and it's good. Pegasi are back on offense now for the third time today. Ooh, Mr. Analyzer coming in with a huge hit on Melly Perez for a 4-yard loss. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 here. As that's not what you want on the first play of the drive. You do not want negative yards like that. And they get it over to Kellen Noble for 18 and a first down. Just overthrew Noble right there. Probably could have been going for a touchdown. Nothing but green grass ahead of him. As he beat the defender right there on the route. He was stuck behind him. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Get that to Rios for a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now. As they are now across the midfield line. Will this be their first 3rd down conversion of the game? Ooh, Leo Lamont says, no, sir, it ain't. He says, not this time. This is going to be a 4th down here. They're going to punt this one. And Tina's just going to let that one bounce over his head and go right out of bounds. As we'll see, no return here as the Pandas will start off on offense from their own 10-yard line. As they got about 90 yards to go here in this one, they're going to start off with a run to Herb Collins. Picks up 9. Going to bring out the chains on this one. Not sure why they needed to because he is way short. I could have called that from the sideline. I could have told y'all that he wasn't good on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Just a ton of time in the pocket. Ooh. Had a ton of time in the pocket and just overthrew Jamar Chase on that one. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 here. And you're going to get that to the running back, Herb Collins, who picks up the first and more on a gain of 32 right there. Give him 3 receptions, 52 yards, and a touchdown now. You haven't seen much running the ball yet from Herb Collins, but so far he's been very effective here in the pass game. And they're going to run a screen! And it's to Jamar Chase. Fumble! Ooh, but Jeff, my guy, one of the longest active Pandas on this team, comes up with a huge save right there as he picks that up as Jamar Chase coughed that one up on a great play. Just even better play by the pin. Ooh, Jay Money evades the sack and he's gone. He picks up a huge gain of 14. Give him 16 and a first down. Way to show the wheels, Mr. Money. Get that one over across the middle to Trayvon right there. Now has 32 yards receiving on 4 receptions. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1 here. The Pandas are going to call their first timeout here, 2 remaining. As there's a minute 17 left. They're up 10-7 right now. Ooh. Threw it straight to Extra Magic right there. I don't know if that hit him in his hand and hit him in the hands and was deflected, or if that just bounced off his helmet. But it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 here. And it's good to Trayvon Wright across the middle again. Picks up 8, and they're going to call timeout. The second one. A minute left, but they still have that 1 timeout remaining. We'll see when they decide to use it. As they try to get it to Trayvon Wright. Looks to be Jay Money's favorite target so far today. And not able to make it happen there. As it's going to bring up 2nd and goal. From their own about 9-yard line. And just like that, Flamey Fosses in the end zone on a 9-yard catch. Ooh, 9-yard touchdown reception for number 9. And the Pandas are going to try to stretch this lead now to 17-10. 43 seconds remaining in the half. You got to see what the Pegasi are going to try to do here with this little bit of time left remaining, because they do get ball before the half, and like we say, that middle four, the last 2 minutes before half and the first 2 minutes before, or the first 2 minutes after half, is some of the most important time in a game. If you can win the middle four, then you can usually have control over a game. And they're going to use their first timeout here with 37 seconds left remaining. Even if they can try to get a field goal out of this, and Jaquan Rios might just be gone. And instead, it's a 31-yard catch right there for Rios. They're now well past midfield with 13 seconds remaining. You got to think they're in field goal range. As long as they don't happen to... Meli Perez! 3 seconds remaining. Are they going to call a timeout? Are they going to have enough time? Wow, 2 seconds remaining. You got to think they go for a field goal here. And they do. Wow. That is beautiful. Beautiful execution right there by the Pegasi. To make this thing 7-10 now as we go into halftime. And they get ball to start the third quarter. That is beautiful execution right there if you're a Pegasi fan. And just like that, we got 2 down, 2 more to go in this one. As it's 17-10. Pandas are currently winning this one at home. And this has been a great game so far. It's been back and forth. You've seen a few turnovers by the Pandas that are keeping this thing close. And you know, if you get a chance to get a turnover, you got to capitalize on it. And the Pegasi have done just that. Plus, on top of that, they were able to get a field goal before the half to try to make this now a one-score game as they get ball to start the third quarter. Pegasi are sitting in a really good shape right now. We'll see what they can do now as they come out of the locker room and they have the ball. Let's see what happens here. And they're going to get that one out to the tight end, who breaks off 1 tackle and picks up 16. They're going to run it out wide there. And Meli Perez is off for the races. And he's chased down behind by Leo Lamont. Could be a touchdown saving play right there, as Meli Perez gets 51. And they're going to fumble! Wow. That is the second fumble of the day. The first by the Pegasi. And that could have been a disaster right there, as it's now 2nd and goal from the own 20-yard line. And Noble's in! Oh, 3rd and goal. 19-yard completion. They're at the half-yard line. They ain't even a yard to the end zone. They're at the half-yard line. You got to think they're just going to try to punch this one in here. And it's good. Kellen Noble with a 1-yard catch and score. And this thing is about to be all tied up here in Bangkok. We can see the Pandas offense for the first time here in this second half. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Wow, and a 1-yard loss there. They're going to get that over the middle to Trayvon right there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. The Pandas have not been good on 3rd down here in this one, even though they've only not converted on 3rd down once, but they have not looked good on 3rd downs. And they're going to get that to Trayvon Wright for a gain of 15 and the first. Give him now 8 receptions so far in this one. Man, if you were playing fantasy in a PPR league, you would love Trayvon Wright right now on your team. And they're going to run a toss on the outside to Herb Collins. And he's going to try to get a little side step. But it doesn't go anywhere as he only gets 6. Ooh, Jay Money tried to evade the sack, and it doesn't happen. Jonathan Lindo, Kirk gets him for a loss, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. They're at their own 49-yard line, so they're definitely not in field goal range here. So let's see what they can do here on 3rd down. And they got Trayvon Wright deep. Ooh, for a big gain of 49 yards and a touchdown. Give him 9 receptions, 110 yards, and his first score of the day. And the Pandas are back on top. And Pegasi easily could have blocked that one there as they broke free. It was just like they both got stuck trying to run through the same hole together. 24-17, a minute 40 left to go in this 3rd quarter. See what the Pegasi can do now. Man, we got ourselves a good one here. A big run for 1st down right there by the tight end. Gonna run it up the middle with Melly Perez, but JB, former 1st overall pick in the season 5 draft, was there to make the stop. It's gonna be a run to the outside, and it is a huge play by Melly Perez. You're seeing some incredible blocking by these Pegasi receivers. Another one up the middle for the tight end. Melly Perez breaks off one. Can't break off the second, but doesn't matter. Has 19 on that. Ooh. Tried to run it on the outside there, but Leo Lamont is there to make the tackle. As this should be the last play of the 3rd quarter here. It's 2nd and goal. What are we going to see here from the Pegasi? They're going to drop back and pass. And they're going to get it over to the tight end for a 5-yard touchdown. And we're all tied up headed into the 4th, 24-24. And we're not going to see a return here. Wow, threw it into triple coverage there. Wow, just overthrew Jamar Chase on a 2nd and 10. Had him wide open too. Ooh, what a catch by Trayvon Wright for 26. A huge play by Trayvon Wright on 3rd and 10. And that is a sack by the Pegasi. Alex Starr, 9-yard loss. And it's going to be 2nd and 19. Ooh, 3rd and 19. And they're going to try to get it to Trayvon right there and only get 8 as it's now 4th and 11. And they're going to punt. Wow. Pegasi are getting a stop that they need right there. A huge stop. And an incredible punt right there. 47 yards for a pin. And the Pegasi are going to start off on offense inside their own 3-yard line. Wow. Daquan Rios for 61. They were inside their own 5-yard line too. Ooh, CJ Bosa coming up with a big 3-yard loss right there. It's 3rd and 10. This is a big 3rd down here. And they're going to get it up the middle. Ooh, 4th and 4. What do you do? Do you kick the field goal or do you go for it? This is huge. Huge 4th. And they're going for it with 2:10 remaining. And there's a run up the middle and it is stopped. JB on a turnover on downs. Look at that stop by the former 1st overall pick. With 2:07 remaining in this game. Oh, and they try to get it deep there and it is deflected. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Man, this is a game right here. They get that one to Jamar Chase on 3rd and 6. You got to think that huge 4th down stop there by the Pandas defense is not for nothing. You gotta think they gotta get a 1st down here on 3rd and 6. And it's a run on the outside of Herb Collins. And Mike MacGyver comes up with a 5-yard loss. And it's 4th down. And they're going for it. And they get it on 4th and 10 from their own. What? What a gutsy call. You gotta think the Pandas offensive coordinator was watching that Lions-Chiefs game last night because they just took a what? With 1:03 remaining, it's 2nd and 1. That is an insane 4th and 10 play that just happened. You got to think if the Pandas win this game, it all is coming right back to that 4th and 10 gutsy call that they just had. Ooh, overthrew Trayvon right there. As it is now 3rd and 1. Wow. 3rd and 1 with less than a minute remaining. And they get it over the middle to Trayvon right for a touchdown. 26 yards. He's now 12 for 170. 2 touchdowns. There's 46 seconds now left in this game, and it is a 1-score game. The Pegasi are getting the ball. Let me tell you something. If you just paid for the seat, but you only gonna need the edge for this one. Get 14 right there to Rios. He's 4 for 113 now. 38 seconds. They're at the 38-yard line. They got to get in the end zone here. They get it to Kyle White. Haven't seen much of Kyle White at all today. Had a huge first half of the season. But so far, these past 2 games, it's kind of, or at least last week, kind of faded out in the game plan. You got to kind of question why. And they're going to run it up the middle. They get about 5. They call timeout. 25 seconds left remaining. They have no timeouts. but they are across midfield. "17 seconds left. They get 12 right there to Rios. 5 for 125 now. Ooh, and that's it. That's it. That's a ball game, folks. The Pandas escaped this one at home against a divisional matchup against the Pegasi. It's all coming down to a 4th down stop by the former first overall pick, JB, and then an insane gutsy call on 4th and 10 with a deep pass to Jamar Chase by J Money. And then a game-winning touchdown reception by Trayvon Wright with 38 seconds left in this game. Just like that, you gotta think the Pandas just squeezed out of here with a win. Just barely squeezed out of here with a victory, as J Money had 383 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he did have a very costly interception in the first half. But he still is your player of the game. You gotta wonder here though, if you're a Pandas fan, where was Herb Collins? But they do still find a way to win this one, 33-24. And man, this was an incredible game. Meli Perez played incredible. The Pegasi's offense was great. Their defense was way better though. Their defense was insane. They were able to get an interception on J Money. They were able to force a fumble by Jamar Chase that Jeff, my guy, had to end up picking up. That was a huge save by Jeff, my guy, right there. Honestly, you could have gave him player of the game for that one. But Jonathan Lindo-Kirk was all over that Pandas offensive line today. It was a dog out there. And then when you look at this Pandas offense, only 4 rushes by Herb Collins, but he was able to do 52 yards receiving and a touchdown. Flandy Falls got him a touchdown. Trayvon Wright came in with 2. Man, this was a dog fight in this one. But it was an overall it was this was a great game. The Pandas find a way though to squeeze out of victory in this one. And JB coming in with 10 tackles. Wow. What a game. And an incredible punt too for 47 yards that ended up being a pin. Wow. This was a good one though. This was a good one. As the Pegasi fall on the road to the Pandas, 31-24 in this one for our 3rd game of Week 6 of Season 7 of the CWSFL. This was an incredible game. Bangkok couldn't get a single sack in this entire game, but gave up 4 to the Pegasi, as the Pegasi's defense was ferocious in this one, just not enough to be able to bring home the victory, as the Pandas do get this. But this was an insane game. We appreciate y'all watching this one if you are tuning out here. But we have the Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week coming up next, as the Pharaohs are traveling to Berlin to take on the Hellhounds in a huge, huge divisional matchup. That's coming up shortly. The pregame show for that should be going on now for it. If you want to tune in, flip on over to it. But until then, we appreciate y'all watching this Pandas Pegasi game, as the Pandas won this 31-24. This was a lot of fun. We appreciate y'all watching this one. And coming up shortly is your Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week, as the Pharaohs take on the Hounds. And we'll see you over there. live from Berlin, where we got your Around the World Sports Network Week 6 Game of the Week of Season 7, where we got the Pharaohs traveling all the way from Egypt, the Great Pyramids, coming to Berlin to take on the Hounds, and a huge divisional matchup between the veteran Jaquan Freesmith and the rookie Tom Brady Jr. We got a dogfight ready for us. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a classic. It's going to be a showdown. We got a beautiful night here in Berlin. And man, oh man, am I excited for this one. And you should be too. Let's head down to the field and get ready to go for this one. As we got the Pharaohs and the Hellhounds. One in gold and one in yellow. Ready to square off. And it looks like the Pharaohs are going to start off on offense. Damian Parrish-Johnson is set to receive. And Damian Parrish-Johnson, if you look at it stat-wise, maybe not the most statistic-wise rookie. May not pass, so I guess those eye tests when you look. Ooh, what a pass by Tom Brady Jr. to Dingleberry off rip for 23 yards. But Damian Parrish-Johnson may not pass those eye tests, I guess, when you look at it on paper. But, man, if you've watched these games, you can tell that's Tom Brady Jr.'s favorite target, most consistent target, and best target right now on this team. And I can't believe I just said that because he just dropped a wide-open pass right there. Honestly, you don't see that often by Damian Parrish-Johnson because, like I said, he's the most consistent and target and favorite target. And it's a sack! Asher McSprouterson coming up with a huge sack right there, bringing up a 3rd and 20 for the Pharaohs. You just had an insane first play of the game of 23 yards to Dingleberry. Then you drop a pass by Damian Parrish-Johnson, and now it's a 10-yard sack that brought up 3rd and 20. You got to think that drop by Damian Parrish-Johnson turned out to be a whole lot worse than it needed to be because a drive that started off great and could have started this game off with a huge momentum booster for the Pharaohs turned into a point with the Hellhounds now on offense for the first time this game. So they give that one to Unknown Safari. Give it to Phoebe Storm on that one. And it's a turnover on downs. Clay Gamble says, no, sir, Safari. They couldn't get it on 4th and 2. Screen! And it's a Damian Parrish-Johnson as he gets 4. Wow, the Hellhounds are coming off their first loss for the season last week to the Pandas. And let me tell you, they look like they're playing angry. Screen! They look like they're playing angry. Going for it on 4th down in your own territory. They're looking like they're hungry for a dominant blowout win in this one. That should have been intercepted. But instead, Dingleberry picks up a 3-yard catch. And a first down, Pharaohs. Intercepted in the back of the end zone by Rat God. Tom Brady Jr. picked off. Again, you start off the first drive of the game. Beautiful. Then it punts. Your defense comes up with a huge stop on the Hounds' first drive of the game. And then you come out here after Again, starting this next drive off great. And you throw an interception in the back of the end zone. Man, if you're a Pharaohs fan, you're going through it. But you got to trust the development in Tom Brady Jr. You've seen great quarterbacks already been developed here before. And Jeremy Krause, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And then A.J. Carter, the Kirk Cousins of the league. Been developed very well by the Pharaohs, now with the Lancers. Now you see Tom Brady Jr. trying to get developed as well by the Pharaohs. Same coaching staff, same front office. You got to think they're doing a great job developing him, but this has just been a very shaky rookie year from him. And they get that over to Kippa Jones. Kippa Jones. Kippa Jones comes in with a big play right there. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone. Woo, get that one out to Iron Vontae Adams as they got to bring out the chain gang on that. And BB Storm putting them in a 1st and goal. Tom Brady Jr.'s picked off again. Man, I don't know if my reaction was later or if Tom Brady is still late to show up to this game. I don't know what was worse. Unknown Safari is in the end zone as this thing has a chance to now go to 14-0. Tristan Moore. Sack! Tom Brady Jr. is down. And he's not getting up right now. And finally he's back up and ready to go. He's trying to shake that huge hit off, though, I'll tell you that. Intercepted! Wow! Three drives, 3 interceptions by Tom Brady Jr. Holy shoot. Holy cow. Oh, my gosh. Go ahead and... Wow. And it looks like the backup is already warming up again on the sideline on this one. This is the second game of the season we've seen the backup quarterback for the Pharaohs start to warm up. He's getting that arm loose. Last time we didn't see him come in, and Tom Brady Jr. threw 5 interceptions. You got to think, after 3 interceptions now, they throw the backup in now, because why would you even try to let it even possibly get to 5? Iron Vontae Adams is in the end zone. He taunted his way into from about 5 yards out, and the defender still couldn't even make the tackle. Man, this is almost laughable right now if you're Berlin watching this, because it's a blowout, and it's 21-0. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Yeah, man, if you're Berlin and you're watching this, you're just laughing away, because, I mean, you're enjoying a huge, you're enjoying a big lead right now. You're dominating on all cylinders, all aspects of the game. Pharaohs can't seem to even move the ball outside of running it. Doesn't even get a run good there. And then if you're the Pharaohs, man, you're in pure disbelief right now. You come into every week with 100% faith that your starting quarterback is going to lead you to a victory, and instead you've seen three interceptions. And outside of a pass to Dingleberry, it hasn't even been a good one. Somehow the Pharaohs have 7 and the Berlin has 21 with 14 seconds left to go in the second half. In the second quarter. I'll be honest. The rate Pharaohs were going, I didn't even think they'd be able to get past midfield. And in the final play of the half, you see a 2-yard completion. And what does that do?
absolutely nothing. That was a meaningless play. It's good to see Damian Parrish-Johnson, though, getting to the end zone after a rough drop. Or rough few drops these past 2 weeks, especially with being this team's best receiver. But that'll do it for the first 2 quarters. We got 2 more still to go here in this Around the World Sports Network Game of the Week, Week 6, as the Hounds are winning at home right now in front of a sold-out crowd here at Turkey Field, as it's 21-7. And, you know, we have a good one on our hands, but the Hellhounds are going to start off with the ball. And you got to think they're pushing to extend this lead even more. Iron Vontae Adams. What a dog. 48-yard catch and run. BB Storm is in the end zone for a Hellhounds touchdown, and they got a chance to move this thing to 28-7. Fumble! And it's a scoop and score for Jagga. Wow. You couldn't have drawn up the script better for that one. 34-7 right now. Chance to make it 35. And that is intercepted for the 4th time by Tom Brady Jr. Man, this is a nightmare if you're a Pharaohs fan. Intercepted! No way! The Robert Toe just took it out of Jaquan Free-Smith's hand. Holy cow! Oh, I'm stunned after that one. Kipper Jones. Unknown Safari. Unknown Safari again, man. 15 attempts, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sheesh. It's 42-7. Intercepted again. His 5th interception. Let's see what we got here in the last 3 minutes as the Hounds are dominating this game. This is insane right now. It's a 44-7 game with 2:24 remaining. Unknown Safari. Sheesh. 51-7 now. Well, Unknown Safari is your player of the game here in the Week 6 Around the World Sports Network. Berlin Hellhounds are back in the win column in this one after a tough loss last week to the Pandas. That doesn't even matter anymore. That's behind them because they just blew out the Pharaohs. Exactly what you needed in a bounce back week. And let me tell you, the Hellhounds were as dominant as ever. Looked like one of the best teams in the CWSFL this season. And they played great. And Unknown Safari was a dog. 3 touchdowns in this, 27 rushes, 198 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wow. Unknown Safari was incredible. As the Hounds win this one at home, 51-7 against the Pharaohs. They forced 5 interceptions. Free Smith also had one that was pretty insane by Robert Toad, not gonna lie. It's Tom Brady Jr. threw 5 though. Tristan Moore, 6 for 109 again. Tristan Moore needs to be the focal point of this offense moving forward because Tom Brady has shown countless times, week after week after week, he is not the guy to win you the game. Tristan Moore is. Defensively, outside of that interception by Robert Toad, 7 tackles by Clay Gamble, not a single person showed up. Yep, I said it. Look at the stats. They'll tell you. And then when you look at the Hounds, man, 254 passing yards by Free Smith, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Huge game by Adams. Big game by Kipper Jones. Nothing by Smith, but Unknown Safari did his thing. Phoebe Storm even got her got a touchdown in there. Defensively, 3 interceptions by the big, strong linebacker. Interception by Butkus and by Rat God. Man, Artemis was killing it as well. 5 tackles, 2 of them for loss, 2 sacks, plus the 3 interceptions. The Hounds defense was insane today. Literally insane. And that'll do it, though, for this Around the World Sports Network Week 6 Game of the Week, as the Hellhounds now move to 5-1 on the season, as they put a huge beat down on the Pharaohs, 51-7 in this one. It was an all-around dominant performance by the Hellhounds. Literally not a single answer for the Pharaohs. They had nothing. 5 interceptions? Wow. Wow. But, and what's wild too is the Hounds basically doubled the total yards that the Pharaohs put up. They even had a scoop and score on a fumble recovery, scoop and score touchdown. Literally, the Pharaohs couldn't answer anything the Hounds threw at them except with turnovers. But it was a 51-7 victory by the Hellhounds. This was an amazing week for Week 6 of Season 7 of CWSFL. We appreciate all y'all tuning in, watching these games. It was a fun time. It was a lot of fun. This was a great day for some Saturday football. The Devs was amazing this morning. Now the Majors was even better tonight. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back on Wednesday with Week 7 of Season 7. And we can't wait to get there. And we can't wait to see what we have in store for you then. But until then, this was a lot of fun. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.